Hello everyone, thank you for joining today's Words of Wisdom. Today's is from April 14th. It was used in the past, so I chose my own from the Skeleton, the Principle of from Cantare Volume 2. It's from Chapter 1, and today's quote is this. Your level of insight is your spiritual level. Your level of insight is your spiritual level. Thank you, Master. It's from page 35, and in order to get a better understanding, I'd like to quote 2 pages, and here I go. Your level of insight is your spiritual level. Those who have learned much in past incarnations have a higher level of insight. In fact, a person's level of insight is equivalent to his or her spiritual level. If I were to explain what a person's spiritual level means in this earthly world, it would be his or her level of insight. The question is whether he or she understands the feelings and worries of a greater number of people and to solve their problems. No matter how many books you read, without having greater insight, you will not attain the ability to solve problems. People who have collected and assimilated clues to help solve life's problems and have established their own thoughts and ideas can instantly detect the worries of others and help solve them. The essence of learning is to acquire a higher level of insight. You need to acquire the ability to instantly understand that a baby is crying because a safety pin is pricking him, and that is all. He is not asking for milk, he is not sick. Or, a horse is not violent by nature, but it is simply afraid of its own shadow. However, people mistakenly believe it is an unruly, violent horse. As we confront our own problems in life, we must never ever stop making a constant effort to acquire greater insight. That is why we need to study a wide variety of subjects. I publish many books, and one of the reasons for doing this is to provide you with as much material as possible to raise your level of insight. By reading the high-level thoughts of great men and women, sometimes you can easily find solutions to your problems. That is why I continue to publish many guidebooks to assist you in solving the problems you face in life. In seeking wisdom, acquiring and raising the level of our insight is most important. This is our spiritual training in this world. We need to use all that happens and all our knowledge to raise our level of insight. The true nature of high spirits can be simply described as their high levels of insight. I teach that the spirit world is composed of different stages or dimensions, the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th dimensions. The difference between these dimensions lies not in the status or reputation of the spirits, but in their levels of insight. The greater the position at which a person stands, the more worlds they have seen, the more people they have understood, and most importantly, the more they have grasped the will of God. We are born into this world many times and accumulate experiences to gain greater insight. End quote. Alright, so if you've been studying a happy science, you will understand that the spiritual world is split into 9 dimensions, and after we die, we go to a spirit world, a dimension that's proportionate to the level of our enlightenment, or our influence of love. So that's like the spiritual way of explaining the level of insight, the level of our spiritual level. So, our spiritual level is the grade that we, in a way, receive from how we lived our life, how close we've gotten to God and Buddha. But if, Master explains it in a worldly way, that it's actually a level of insight. And level of insight, in other words, is the ability to solve problems, your own and others. Solving your problems may be hard at first, but if you've been studying happy science, we become happier with Master Okawa's true teachings and insights. So it's easy for us to start solving our own issues. But when it comes to helping another person's issue that they're going through, it makes it much harder, right? I think we've all experienced that from practicing missionary work or trying to help other people using Master's teachings. Why? Because they have a different personality, they have a different background, they have a different spiritual level, they have a different spiritual pattern, or their mindset is different. So it makes it much more harder. So the ability to solve problems of your own and others is the level of insight. And the essence of learning, Master says, is to acquire a higher level of insight. The essence of being born on earth, the whole purpose of it, the essence of the purpose of being born on earth is to acquire a higher level of insight, acquire wisdom. And knowledge and wisdom are a little different. Knowledge is they're like dots. Wisdom is the ability to connect those dots. It's an ability to be able to use the knowledge you have to help yourself and help other people. So this is what I think Master means by insight. It's a practical knowledge to help solve problems. Problem-solving power. So that is the level of our insight. So even if we feel that our enlightenment has gone higher and that we may feel that we are going into higher dimensions, we have to ask ourselves, all right, do I have good problem-solving abilities or problem-solving skills for myself and others? If you don't, it means that we still need to work on our enlightenment. That is then for today. Thank you for watching. Let me quote it again to finish it off. The level of insight is your spiritual level from the 10 Principles from Cantare Volume 2. Thank you very much, and see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.